Don't you just like a bit of carbon fibre on a barrel? Well, do you know what? I do and I don't. I don't mind it on rim fires because you know it ain't going to get hot. Don't know what I'd say about on a centre fire where it's potentially going to get really hot. I'm still sort of on the fence about that. But anyway, say hello to the Bergara BMR Carbon X or X, BMRX Carbon, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that a nice looking rifle? Check it out. Kindly on loan from Edgar Brothers here in the UK, wearing a Bushnell. What is this Bushnell? It is a 6.2 18 by 50 scope. Just a nice little scope. Pretty much a nice hunting setup, I'd say. Here in the Rat Cave for review, let me tell you all about it then. So, well, first of all, BMRX. This is a new rimfire from Bergara, well, fairly new. Available in 22 LR, which this one is, 17 HMR and 22 WMR. Weighing in at 5.7 pounds, all those models are. Overall length is 38 inches, barrel length is 18 inches. On the 17 HMR, it's a 1 in 9 twist. On the 22 caliber ones, it is a 1 in 16 twist rate. 10 round magazine. That's pretty much it for the specs. I'm just scrolling through Bergara's website right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it for your specs, pretty much. So let's take a closer look. Let's have a look at the magazine first of all. Decent magazines. I've got a Bergara myself. It's kind of like the trainer, so it's got like the bigger magazines. I should have bought it actually into this video just to show you. But big fan of Bergara. I do love their rifles. Polymer magazines, they feel pretty tough, sturdy. I had no issues with them whatsoever. I like the big magazine release paddle there. I do like that. They have a bit of a long or high throw. Well, no, actually, I'm probably lying there. But all right, I think my one is more of a 45 degree. This one's a little bit higher as far as the throw. I mean, does that concern you? Probably not. It doesn't me, you know, unless you if you've got some massive scope on it. But with this little Bushnell scope, it's all good. There's no sort of issues with it. The barrel, 18-inch barrel, carbon fibre wrapped, threaded as well. You know, like everything there. You've got on the stock, you've got QD cups either side, and then sling swivel stud. Obviously, you're going to utilise that to put a bipod on, no doubt. It is I think it is just almost like a hard polymer resin stock. Decent, feels really nice. It's almost like a rubberized coating, almost like that soft touch coating that you get, and then it's got this black splatter finish, which I really like. There you've got a QD mount either side there as well, and the sling swivel stud on the bottom. Bit of a stock hook there, so you can pull it into yourself. Really nice, fairly vertical, almost sort of vertical grip on it. It does sort of sweep down quite steep. It's kind of like a baby Remy 700, isn't it? There's your safety catch in the the usual Bergara stroke Remy 700 position. You've got a polymer trigger guard on this rifle as well. Decent sized trigger guard as well, so you can sort of get a gloved finger in there. Really nice. I've enjoyed shooting this rifle. Pretty lightweight. I did take it on the range first of all, just to find out what ammo it likes. I'll show you the target now, actually. In fact, let me just grab my test ammo so I can show you what ammo I was using. So Bergara BMR, I think I wrote B14 there, BMR, whatever. This is 50 meters. This is when I was first initially sort of shooting this rifle. This was on the range conditions. I'll show you. Well, I'll roll in footage. Quite interesting, interesting results. So, what we got first? SK rifle match. Once I kind of zeroed it. SK rifle match, which we all know is that stuff. Okay. 5-shot groups. These are not bad. Not bad. This was just off. Was this off a bag? What did I take with me? I can't remember now. Bag or a little tripod thing. In fact, no. I think it was a Coldwell bench rest thing. Rest, whatever. Anyway. That's what it did with that stuff. Then I've always found this as well. I always find that the SK Standard Plus is better than the match. I found that in a lot. I mean, this is not scientific, but that's a decent group. Bit of a flyer there. Like I said, 50 meters. What did I use? I used some gecko stuff. That weren't bad. A bit of a flyer there. And then the CCI mini mag. So I didn't re-zero for you know, these different rounds, and I was putting a mag through this of the late. So when I can't get my words out, when I swapped ammo, I'd put a mag just downrange, not into the target, just to get the rifle accustomed to that next sort of ammunition. CCI mini mags, oh god, not great. Aiming here, they were landing up here and sort of to the right. That was not the greatest of groups. And then the Norma TAC 22 subsonics. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about at 50 meters. That's not bad at all. I think if I had really sort of pulled this thing in tight and got my shizzle together, or just maybe someone else shooting and not me, you'd get better results. But not bad in my unscientific testing, as usual. You know, the standard that you are used to on this channel. You know me, guys. I don't BS. I just tell you how it is. That's what it did on the day, anyway, with me. Pretty decent, if you ask me. You know, and that's not like real high-end ammo. I didn't put any, you know, Lapua Center X to it or any sort of real sort of match ammo. So it's going to do even better than that. And this is really a hunter. I wouldn't say it was a target rifle. So pretty decent indeed. Let's I've just dropped it. Let's put a snap cap in, and we'll test that trigger. Snap cap, by the way. Don't panic. Let's chamber. Let's give the trigger a pull. See what it is doing. Stand by. Here we go. Single stage trigger. 2 pounds, 2.3 ounces on the trigger pull. I mean, you know, it's a hunting rifle. It's not a match trigger. It is what it is. So, but no, really nice. A workhorse of a rifle, I think. You know, what are your sort of rifles that are sort of basically similar to this, you know, competitive options, so to speak? You've got stuff from CZ, haven't you? You've got Tika. But nah, I'm liking it. I've pretty much fired all rimfires. You know, pretty much most models make. There's a few I haven't, but you know, scroll through the channel, the videos on the channel, see what you make of other makes and models. But I've been pretty impressed with this. There is your bolt. You've got the cocked indicator there, which is nice. Nice solid bolt. Pretty much, you know, just standard bolt. Nothing nothing exciting really to sort of talk about as far as the bolt goes. I had no problems. Ejection. No issues whatsoever with this rifle. It just shot really well. Just enjoying it. Then I took it out on to my sort of other test range, and I was shooting steel, just pretty much having some fun with it, and you know, pinging the steel. That was probably about 150 yards. No issues whatsoever in sort of real world conditions. You know, real good fun. Nice rifle. It's just a no frills, you know, workhorse. That's all I can sort of say. If you want something that's just going to do the job, tough and durable, a little bit fancy with the carbon, you can get the steel version. But if you want something just a little bit more Gucci, then, you know, go for that. Tough, durable stock, weatherproof. It's just a good rifle for range work or for hunting. You know, it looks good, it shoots good. Put better ammunition through it than what I've done, you'll get better results. But I mean, that at 50 meters, 5-shot group, you know, like I said, if I get my shizzle together, it'd be even better than that. There you go. It is what it is. I'm going to leave it at that. That is my review. So don't judge it by anyone else's. This is my review, a real world review. I'll try and put my teeth in. Next video, I'll get my teeth in so I can actually speak properly. Don't know what's going on today. I think it's the heat. It's the heat, I think. But no, seriously, guys, this has been a great little rifle. What impresses me with any firearm or airgun is accuracy. You know, out of the box, get shooting, get it zeroed, bosh. You know, we're pretty much on the money with most ammo. That's the ammo I used on this test. I did use some other stuff when I was just shooting steel. I was using some pretty shitty stuff as well, to be fair. Some of the rat cave sweeping ups of ammo that I was burning off on the steel. But it was interesting just putting some real crappy ammo through it as well. When I say crappy ammo, old stuff, bit of a mix. You know, it's always a good test to see what cycling's like and ejection's like with sort of some old furry ammo. Don't tell Edgar Brothers I used any of that. But no, seriously, good rifle, impressive. Every Bergara so far that I have shot, I've had no problems with. No issues with. That's why I own a Bergara B14 shooting. I love that thing. I've got to get that thing on the channel more. I need to shoot it more. The one that I put in the Accuracy International stock. Oh my God, it's my baby AI, that is. I love that thing. But no, I recommend this. Very cool little rimfire indeed. And it looks good in that. It's OD green, isn't it? With the black splatter finish. Good durable and grippy as well. Forgot to mention you've got like these panels going on here. Same with the pistol grip. And Bergara's logo underneath. Soft recoil pad or stock pad. Not that it's going to recoil much with the rimfire cartridge. But no, very cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That is Rack and Load. See ya.